Can you even imagine the uproar that would occur if a Canadian judge were to deem that a trans flag or a Palestinian flag were not allowed in their courtroom because they are political statements, which of course they are? The woke left would be talking about how the far right was rising, the white nationalists were rising, our democracy was at stake. I can only imagine the number of headlines that CBC, CTV would have on this disgusting ruling. In Nova Scotia, this week, a judge announced that you were not allowed to wear, two Nova Scotia judges announced that you were not allowed to wear poppies, honoring our fallen soldiers. The only reason we have this country is because of the veterans who defended us, World War I, World War II. Two judges in Nova Scotia, two woke judges, read these judges' history, said that you were not allowed to wear poppies in their courtroom because they were political statements. CBC, CTV, Global News, totally silent, not a single story. You don't see anything. How crazy has Canada gone? If a judge were to make this ruling, like I said, imagine about a trans symbol or a Palestinian symbol in their courtroom, the news media in Canada, you would never hear the end of it. The screaming about how Canada has become far right, white nationalist. I can only imagine our democracy being at risk. Total crickets over a symbol that symbolizes the heroes, the fallen heroes. Many of us have family members who fought protecting this country. The Canadian soldiers were always known as being the most courageous, valiant soldiers out there. And a woke left far ideologist saying that they are banned in her courtroom because they are a political statement. Wake the hell up, Canada, to what is going on here. Canadians are being replaced. Woke is just a buzzword, a word for anti-white hatred. The most ironic thing is these people, these far lefties who scream racist, misogynist, transphobic, everybody, they are the hateful ones. It's undeniable. They hate us. They absolutely hate us. Can you imagine showing up in another country and immediately telling them, lecturing them about how racist, how misogynist, how transphobic they are? Wake the hell up, Canada. We are being destroyed from within. We have, even 5 years ago, this would have been, people wouldn't have believed it. We now have judges banning poppies in our courtrooms because they say it's a political statement. This is the end game of woke ideology, to totally erase our Canadian history. This is what they want. They want us to be allowed to have absolutely zero pride in being Canadians. They think that Canada is an evil Western country run by white men. Then if you think that way, if Canada is so terrible, get the fuck out. Leave. Don't ruin our country. Those of us who have ancestors who fought and died for this country, those of us who love the Canadian values like free speech, sovereignty, freedom of religion, the pillars of Western civilization, that love this country, do not want it destroyed. If you hate it so much, go to another country. Don't try to destroy us from within. This, I think, I have seen so many disgusting stories that I've documented from the woke trying to destroy this country for the past 10 years. This, I think, is one of the most disgusting I've ever seen. To claim that wearing a poppy, which signifies we wouldn't have a country if it wasn't for our courageous soldiers who fought and defended this land. World War I, World War II. Like I said, Canadian soldiers were always known as being the most courageous, valiant, fought like heroes at Vimy Ridge. If you cannot even bring yourself to respect the people who fought and died for this land, get the fuck out. We don't want you here. You are not welcome here. And Canadians, open your eyes. We literally have judges in this country banning wearing poppies around Remembrance Day. This is the logical endgame of wokeism. They hate us. They hate white people. This is what wokeism is. They think that the white man is evil, that we're just a bunch of oppressors. And unless you're a member, it's the most identity politics you've ever seen. Unless you're a member of the oppressed, unless you're trans, unless you have darker skin, unless you're a woman, you're useless. They hate you. They hate you. Wake up. Particularly if you are a white man in Canada, the woke despise you and they're coming after you. Unless Canadians wake up to exactly what's going on in this country, because these people are fanatics and they're going to keep fighting, and they're organized. They have an absolutely insane ideology, but they believe it. They really believe it. They really believe the white man is an evil oppressor, and that we need to be rooted out. Just look at what's happening in this country. The Liberal Party of Canada, totally against the will of the Canadian people, now has over 25%, over 1 in 4 Canadians now are an immigrant. Over 1 in 4. And that's what this judge is. Read about this judge's history. She's lecturing everybody on how we need more Indigenous and Black judges because white judges are unable to be fair. They've infiltrated everywhere. These woke nut jobs that 90% of Canadians think are crazy are in positions of power all over this country. And unless patriotic Canadians unite as one and fight against us, they're gonna win. Because these whack jobs, as crazy as it is what they see, they really think that it's evil if you wear a poppy. They genuinely believe this. I know it's crazy. I know it's insanity, but they want to tear Western civilization down. They don't think that Western civilization is the greatest civilization ever built. They have no respect for free speech. They think that if you don't have the right thoughts, you should shut the fuck up and not be allowed to talk. That's genuinely the way that these people see the world. They think that if you don't get in line with their woke ideology, if you don't think that a man can become a woman and a woman can become a man, if you don't think that so-called trans women should be competing in women's sports, they want to get rid of you. They want to get rid of you. It's time for Canadians to wake the hell up to the hatred that the woke have for them. Because that's exactly what it is. It is abject, undeniable hatred. And what these 2 Nova Scotia judges have just done, there's going to be no reporting on it on CBC, CTV, Global News. You better believe that. And they're going to try and shadow ban everybody who talks about it. But this story needs to get out because it's the logical endpoint of wokeism, and it is disgusting. That's why I've started the Fight for Canada Party. We need people who are actually willing to get out and point out how evil these people are, because that's what they are. They're evil and they want to destroy us. The button to register is directly below this video. Please go register. Really appreciate it. I'm almost at the 200. I'm at about 200 signatures. Need 50 more to get the party registered, and then can really start criticizing people with more legitimacy behind me. Really appreciate it. We need to wake everybody up to what's going on in this country. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member. Grab some gear, donate. Appreciate everybody so much who supports, and get the word out, because the media is certainly not going to tell the story of what's happening in this woke dystopia.